Neyland Stadium where Rocky Top plays in the background, sailgating going on in the Tennessee River, and the Big Orange ready to open the season. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Fair catch called for and made. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Working that left side now. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Takes a hit as he fires. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Using his legs, it's Lewis. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Big Orange churning out those 1st downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
To the air on 1st down. Working the middle, it's complete. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Floating away. He's going to fire to the left. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Volunteers! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Now adjusting. He chucks one out to the right. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Oh, man. Those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say positive about that.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. They're bringing heat. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Well, I guess they call it a free safety for a reason. He was free to do a little ad-libbing there.
Yeah, and most of the time, you have that guy in the middle of the field kind of reading the quarterback's eyes, playing the quarterback. You could tell he was dialed into the quarterback, saw him, saw he was taking off, went to him, got him on the ground.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Matthews. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Staley. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? Touchdown ball! Reeled it in and just made the house call. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Georgia somehow, some way found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's got an open man. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quick pass on the fly motion. Past the 30. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're just about ready to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Staley. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you've got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
Little touch pass to the receiver. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. The give to the back. At the 45 on its way. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. If it works, they tried to follow up the big run with a pass and didn't work out for them.
No, and how about a good job by the defense? You know, sometimes when you give up runs, you get more aggressive. You want to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage, and you want to overreact. The defense stayed calm, stayed true.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
A nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
The linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see them kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Got his man quick. Bulldozes him. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
They're going to run it. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Give to the running back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dances away. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground. 4th
down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now,
all kinds of running room. He's now up to 70 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Trying play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly.
Fires and picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football and let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Steps away. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And come on now, O-line. You've got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Ducks will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quarterback moving. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good...
Off he goes! The 40! He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He'll try the left side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they've taken the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by a field goal over Florida. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. He's going to take off. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Looking down the middle. He's got it. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. He wants to throw. Coming after him. Oh, catch. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And he'll bring it back. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Wide open downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
On the run, fires downfield. Finds a man on the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Now from inside the red zone. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
On second down, just keeps firing. Trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires into the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.